Big O, who do you think will win DMM factions? That's a good question, and that's why I have the tier list right here. What's up with the new series, brother? New series coming out after DMM season.
We saw Eevescape's tier list. That one was, I think he was trolling. Let's see if Oda's tier list, he's being a little bit more realistic. I want to hear what he thinks about who's going to win this thing. Because I personally think it's going to be us, Zamorak, or it's going to be Armadillo. But Armadillo's team is like really strong. So I think everyone thinks it's going to be Armadillo's. I am very bad at PK. So I'm not expecting to get placed high or anything. Matter of fact, I probably should be in the F tier. I'm very bad at PK, but I'm curious to see what he thinks about everybody else.
Sardaco has Settled, Soup, Framed, Austin Shows, Zarin, Tierzu, Mammal, Fox, MMORPG, Annie, Keo, Roddy, Iliope, Mika, Pip, Dolblush, Jilly, Mazar, Stu, V the Victim, Hanini, Potato Heim.
Be the Victim coming back from retirement.
I think honestly Sardaco is pretty stacked. Bandos has Dino, West Ham, Sick Nerd, Messiah, Sea Engineer, Alien Food, Skidler, Juve, Frey, Beardy, Autumn Knave, Doobie Dobbies, Thurko, Seb Wheezy, Theorwise, Bunny Ha. This team is pretty good too, by the way, like really strong. Bodie's team is Team Armadillo, Bodie, Perp, Torvesta, Money, Skill Spec, Spark Mech, Cold One, Sweet Badass, Donator, Prison Joe, Bruno, Classics, Rate Plays. This one is extremely strong in my opinion. I don't even see anybody that's like remotely close to being a shitter.
This team is busted. They don't have any sandbags. It's too good.
I'll be honest. Everybody kind of knows what they're doing on this list. I would say Armadillo and Sardaco probably have the overall maybe like strongest team. What's my Zamorak team again? Lol Tyler 1, Guzu, Odablock, Joker, Sardaco, No Monkey, Port Kazard, Rice, Mutts, A Friend, Eevescape, Alfie, Rakesy, Link, Rorik, Verf, Greg, Fuse, Lagorathium, Poison Potion, Mint Mad Cow, Joshi, Katarina.
There's only 1, 2, 3 PvPers on our team, actually. Like, really good ones. Port Kazard, Mutts, and No Monkey are the best PvMers in the game. But I don't know how that's going to translate. So, I honestly think our team is way worse than I thought it was after looking at the other ones. I don't think Armadillo can be beaten. But never count me out in a tournament, guys. Never count me out, okay? Maybe we'll come through.
Ivy, Nish. I mean, I feel like we have a pretty strong team too, though, to be honest with you. I feel like they have a pretty strong team as well. All right, let's start off the brat. We have Grim, Old School RS. Where would I put him in factions? He's an F, right? I'm not trying to be an asshole, but Grim is definitely in an F slot. He's definitely I'm gonna have to slide him in on F because he's in factions. Grim is in factions, by the way. I think he's on my team. When you grade somebody on the DMM factions, whoever doesn't know, just to give you a long story short, you have to grade them on if they're gonna be extremely efficient in terms of getting stats fast, getting gear, helping out the team, being able to PK, maybe a strategy layout to help.
Like, I forgot about that. Somebody who has no idea what they're doing, they won't even know like how to kill a boss. So they might not end up with any gear. At least I know how to PVM a little bit. And I know the game a little bit. I know how to like navigate the map quickly. I know to use quick travel. So knowing those things will actually help you to get gear. And it's not 1v1 PvPing. I'm very good at listening to a shot caller. So I would say in that regard, maybe there are people that are worse than me.
The team and benefit them in all angles, stuff like that, right? Mammal, overall good player for factions. This is not just about PvP. You gotta grade people on efficiency, skills, knowledge, being able to make a good layout, getting shit done, not panicking. I think Mammal's definitely A tier in terms of overall being put in, okay? Now, you guys might not agree on that. He's either A or B, but I think he's gonna be a definite really good pick for anybody. He's not a shitter, right? He knows how to PvP. His knowledge is great. He's going to be pretty efficient, I'd say. Okay. Z Cookies. You know, I met her in JackX HQ. Really good girl, honestly. She's cool. I'm going to have to put her, honestly, like not even just that non-biased, just It's either a D or an F, and that's just what I'm borderline on. I just don't know which one it is. I'll put her for D for now. I might move her to F later. Let me just see what the list looks like. Fox. Fox is definitely like a mammal to me, so I'm gonna put him for A tier. Katarina.
Dude, I just look at all of the farmers as like the same person for some reason, like the same skill level. I just look at all of them at like these as like equally good at PvP and PvM.
C tier, knows how to NH, decent PVMer, decent at the game, definitely a C tier. Alfie, I think he's gonna be a great resource to anybody's team. His efficiency is amazing. Knows how to PvP, definitely A tier as well. Hanini, I think she's gonna be slabbed in on F. I know this looks bad because she's trans, but brother, this has nothing to do with that. It's just because in overall skill, she just doesn't have it. Okay, just slide it in on F immediately. I don't know who Telecon is, so I'm gonna put don't know them. T Papa Slice, I think he's D. Tina, I think she's
T-Pop's good at
Infernal.
PvM.
She's really good at game knowledge because of UIM. I think she's worse than Katarina at PvP, but I'll put her at C tier. Might even be a D tier, not sure though. But I do think she's better than T Papa Slice at PvM. So I'm gonna slap Tina in on C tier because of her UIM knowledge, and just because like her UIM is fucking amazing. Honestly, I seen it, it's crazy. So her knowledge, I'd say she's pretty good at the game. Not in PvP though. Torvesta would probably be A tier. Actually, I think Torvesta would probably be borderline S tier. Like, he would probably be in the same group as like me, West Ham, Rice. He'd be actually, I don't know. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you why I'm thinking about this. Because PvP is pretty valuable in factions because you could have people roaming around, killing the other team and stopping the progression.
But this tier list should be more of like a like, are you really smart in group PvP? Like, are you able to command your group? It's not really individual skill. And then how fast are you able to acquire gear while like defending and running away from people, right? I've never done this before, but it's probably a different skill set than like just one-on-one NHing.
There's also a lot of
PVM involved.
I'm not glazing him. I think he has to be A tier actually. I'm just trying to like, I don't want to be biased. Okay? I want to give everybody a correct reading no matter what. I don't care what's happened in the past or what it is. I think he's borderline, maybe S. I'm going to put him for A tier for now. I might change that. Soup. I've never in my life seen Soup PvP, but his knowledge of the game is amazing. Like, he's the creator of the Gillinor games. I'm going to have to put him for B tier because I just feel like his knowledge is amazing. He's going to know, a lot of stuff to benefit his team. He's going to have knowledge that can be extremely beneficial for somebody. Honestly, though, I've never seen him. I'm going to put him in a C tier, actually. I've never seen him PvP. I don't know. It's either a C or B. He would be like a C pluser. West Ham would be S just because of his he won't miss any ticks in PvP and he will be able to roam around and kill people. Tasty Life.
West Ham's
Chat, where are we
beast.
slabbing Tasty Life? Tasty Life, I don't know. Demon Factions has to do with PvP, but it has a lot to do with PVM and skilling and trying to be as efficient as possible. So don't just grade on PvP, chat. I don't want you guys to grade on just PvP. I want you guys to also grade on efficiency, PVM, being able to maybe, do well in the multi-fight. What's going to happen? I think he's definitely a C or a B, honestly. Right? Not just PvP. It's not like a DMM finale where we're 1v1ing, 1v1ing, 1v1ing. Like, his skills are going to come in handy for his team. Oda, your A picks are all legit retarded.
Sard is B tier for bald. Guys, what are we talking about?
Really? I don't think so. Listen, I'm not grading people just on PvP. Because, like, if you think about it, right? I know how these guys are. I know their skill level. I know I've seen them PVM. I know their knowledge because I've done a lot of events with them. This DMM Factions is 3 hours long. Okay? And it's not like 80% of it is going to be efficiency of skilling to get all your skills up as fast as possible and getting really good gear for you and your team. And then the PvP aspect of DMM factions is maybe you'll have a couple of players roaming around, killing and setting back the other teams. You get what I'm saying? And then the multi-fight.
Well, where would skill specs be? Because he doesn't even have a quest cape or a quiver. I don't know if he would know. He might be like a B tier.
Is everybody just baraga clumping and ranging each other and trying to kill each other in the end, right? You just got to make sure you take orders good. You're going to listen. You got to know what's going on. You're going to tank well, stuff like that. So it's not solely on PvP. It's only 3 hours long. Then I would put Alfie and Fox to S tier. Everybody's going to be A tier then. Wait, let me see what Completed said, because he said my picks are retarded. A should be decent at everything, including PvP. That's what these guys are. What? These guys are, you just said my A picks are legit all retarded. Alfie's good at everything, decent at PvP. The only one that's not decent at PvP is Torvest. Tasty Life.
Let's skip a little bit ahead forward and see what he does, because he's still trying to figure out what he's trying to do here. Okay. He's got Dino and West Ham and Oda. Himself, of course, in S. Anybody that's like top BIS PvPer and also like, you know, Zuckhelmer or impressive Iron Man skill should be S tier. I feel like they would know the game very well. And like if you can PvM and PvP really well, you're S tier. All these guys with insane game knowledge that can hold their own in PvP, yeah, they're all A tier. This is awesome. There's like good ones. These guys are probably like insane PvMers. Maybe not the best PvPers. Perp is insane PvP, but maybe not the best PvM. So you put those guys in B. Katarina, these guys, he probably just doesn't know their skill level, or they're like mid at both. And then these people, the D are maybe only good at one and really bad at the other. And then F is bad at both, or he just doesn't know them here. Let's see where I end up at. I'm guessing I would put myself at D tier, since I'm really mid at PvM and then bad at PvP, like extremely bad, like F. I'm F PvP. I'm probably F. I would put myself at B PvM and F PvP. So I'd probably say D overall. He got Guzu in D, which is probably fair. Ivy in F. Rip Ivy. Mutts in A. Pure Spam A. Is pure spam is insane. I feel like pure spam is always underrated in PvP. But maybe he's not as good in PvM or game knowledge, so maybe A is right for him. Framed in B? I thought Frame was a beast in PvP. Okay. He said F is for female. Katarina's in C. No shot he put all the girls down in F. Nah, Megan's in D tier. Katarina is in C. Bodhi is in S tier. Nice. Eevescape's our leader.
A little bit above average, just a tad bit above average in NH. I think if, you know, his PVM is amazing. I'll probably put him at B here. Actually, he might even be A, to be honest. I would say borderline A. He's not the greatest, you know, PvPer, but I'll put him B for now. Warm-ups, good PVMer.
Eevescape's our leader and he's in B?
All right knowledge. This is the TOA guy. He's decent at PvP, I believe. We'll just slide him in.
Eevescape is definitely a big teammate. Why you say it like that?
At C. SparkMech is 100% at C. You can't convince me otherwise. Actually, would SparkMech be a B? Gosh, I think he would be a B, actually. I think he'll take orders right. I'm trying to think. His PvP is amazing.
Oh, there's me right here.
I feel like they're all around the same level of PvP.
Wait, he put me in D?
So you know what? Maybe Misfortune.
That's fair.
Decent at PVM. Good knowledge of the game. Decent at, you know, decent at PvP. Sardaco, where Guzu is. Logarithmium, A tier for sure. I think is.
Guys, I mean, at least put me at the top of D. Like, I am absolutely, look, Guzu is my boy, but I am smoking Guzu in any PVM challenge and probably PvP too. All right. So like, what are we saying?
His knowledge is good. I think his PVM is all right. His PvP is amazing. Tommy's probably going to be an overall B pick. Iliope. You know, from the last, listen, this is going to be a crazy take, but from the last All-Stars event, I don't know if you guys remember, Iliope did fucking butt cheeks for his team. Like, they made him the shot caller, and he just was not performing. He was leading them to a bunch of deaths. He was fucking up. Didn't do that well in the finale.
Who is Stu? Port Khazard is S tier on both? Damn, Port Khazard can NH, huh?
I'm gonna have to, like, no biasness. Definitely not A, but borderline B or C. I would put him as B if I'm not being biased, because he's decent at PVM. Knowledge of the game is all right. Knows the wilderness inside out, which is good. I'd put him at B with Mint Mad Cow for sure. Skill specs. Honestly, believe it or not, skill
Soy
specs
Duro is in B.
I'll put him at B.
Is he ass at PvP?
I'll put skill specs as B because he's just so troll, and I think you guys could agree on that.
Whenever I see like the guys that only do one thing, and I don't see them in A or S, I'm just guessing they're ass at the other, that they're ass at the other thing that they don't do. Like skill specs is in B because he's ass at PVM. And Donator is ass at PVM, so he's also in there with skill specs, I'm guessing. And then Soyduro must be not very good at PvP. But he's insane PVM, dude. He's got a hardcore, almost fully stacked.
That. JCW. His PvP is fucking butt cheeks. Like, I didn't even eat a single food when I fought him in DMM All-Stars finale.
Damn.
He was just sitting there just like a dummy in a POH. But his efficiency and skilling is insane. His knowledge is amazing. I'd probably put him at D tier. Agile Tom, I don't know who that is. Mod Lenny, I don't know who that is. Greg is not the best PVMer, but his PvP just is really fucking good. Has a lot of, experience with PV, multi-battles.
I heard Greg is a beast in PvP.
I'd probably put Greg as like A or S. I mean, that's my boy. I really want to put him at S and just be biased, but if I'm being honest, I'd probably put him at... But I don't group him in on the same as MMORPG, though. I think he's going to take orders. I think he's going to be efficient. He's going to do really well in the multi-finale. And he's going to do really well trying to roam around and kill people.
I think Greg is a sleeper, bro. That's our wild card. We got the bald boys, me, Oda, Greg. Hey, we're gonna have to do some real damage. I believe in those three. And Reese. He's
going to be a really like good pick for whoever has him.
We got him. What do you mean? You already saw the teams, buddy.
Security for your team.
Oh, is he talking about when we split into smaller
put
groups?
Him at S for now. Settled. Mod Reich, don't know them. Clipper, don't know them like that.
Has the teams been chosen?
Modmin,
Yeah.
don't know them.
Yeah, they're all chosen already.
One. Basically good at everything. I'll put him at B
We'll
tier.
go to the end here and see what the final result was.
Hey, what's going on?
Let's see.
But I think
So the final S tier looking like
in the finale.
There's a lot of people he doesn't
Probably
really
a little
know.
bit bad in multi. Is good. Probably gonna just work on it for B and do his part.
All right, so he moved Greg up to S tier. That's it. Those are the S tier guys. I'm trying to see. I want to see who Oda thinks is good, so I know to avoid them. I'm gonna avoid. Okay, Lemoy, Pip. I already knew Sick Nerd. Wiggled. I need to remember these guys. Do not mess with these guys. Mazhar, Seb, Wheezy, Joshy, Harry, Lag, Doobie. Skidler's pretty good at both too. Okay. I'm definitely avoiding all of these guys in NH. And all of these guys. And most of these guys down here. But if I see any of the WoW players, it's on site. And let me just memorize this list real quick. All right, I think I got it. Harry and Seb is crazy good at NH. He put Settled in C. Damn. He must think that Settled is not very good at PvP, but Settled knows the game better than anybody. So I feel like he's going to have a full set of gear instantly and be maxed out. I really feel like these guys should be higher rated in the tournament. These guys should all be like A. Anyone who can get a full set of gear knows the game really well. And will be a max character in 3 hours should be an A, in my opinion. Because anybody with a full set of gear that could just listen to commands, like, you're just going to be spamming and eating. So, yeah. All the WoW players are on my team. That's actually a disadvantage for us. Because the WoW players are not exactly still playing the game. You know what I mean? All right. That's the tier list for this weekend. This is going to be on Sunday, by the way. We're going to have the Ultimate Dead Man off. You have 3 hours to level up and gear up, and then we do a one big fight at the end where we listen to our shot caller, and we have strategies already assigned. My team's been cooking. Reese, Evescape, a lot of other guys have been scheming it up, breaking us up into like smaller teams and what we're going to do and stuff. So it's going to be sick. The event is Sunday at like 4 p.m. GMT or something like that. Where's Settled? Settled's at a C tier right here. He's down here. So if you want to watch that, make sure you tune on Sunday, boys. All right, it is time for some yam. I'm going to give a call to Palomar real quick. See if he answers here. Wait, actually, am I supposed to have the secateurs in my hand when I harvest for greater yield? Just inventory. I'll equip them to take them out of a slot, though.